Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking at a Bunned Plait, and it was a request from someone, but unfortunately it may have taken me so long to put this together that it isn't really of any use. So I'm sorry to anyone that was hoping that this would be posted a bit sooner. As you can probably tell, I've got a bit of a cold as well, so apologies for that. So I've included some pictures of how it looked when I did it, and then I wore it all day and took pictures at the end of the day that show that it's not held out too badly. It's a little bit fluffy, but you know, that's what happens. So it's quite a practical style. I managed to wear it all day under a hard hat at work as well, and so hopefully it's a useful, practical style. The only equipment that I used during this were 2 thin hair bobbles, one of the small hair elastics, and 6 spin pins, which may seem like quite a lot, but that's how many I wear with this. You could probably get away with fewer, but I think 6 is a good number. So I start off by gathering my hair into a ponytail and tie this off using the 2 thin hair bobbles. The height that you tie this off at will be the centre of the bun, because you wrap it round like a cinnamon. So choose your placement based on where would be more comfortable for you to wear the bun. The reason I use the 2 hair bobbles is, like before, as I mentioned in another video, the spin pins can grab into the bobbles when there's 2 thin ones there, and it holds a lot more securely, I think, anyway. So the next step is to plait your hair, and I just use a standard 3-strand plait for this. This would work with almost all other plaits that you can do, but for time constraints and whatnot, a 3-strand plait's probably the best one to do for this. I do a Bunned Plait if I'm going out and it needs to look a bit fancy, and for that I use a rope plait, like a 2-strand plait. But for work and stuff, I think a securer plait is the 3-strand. Now I plait this all the way to the end, and then tie it off with one of the little hair elastics that I've got. Now I'm using here black bobbles. They will show, and it is probably better to choose one that's similar to your own hair colour, preferably if you don't want it to show anyway. But it depends on what you want from the style. You don't have to. You can use a bright red one if you want, or fluorescent orange, but I just use black because I've got loads of black bobbles and my hair's quite dark, so it does sort of disguise in. So as you can see, I'm just coming to the end now, and I'll be tying it off with a little bob. I tend to find, because my hair's quite long, that if I wrap it around my neck like you can see in the video, then I can reach the ends easier. Otherwise I'd need to grow my arms a little bit longer to match the length of my hair. So you don't have to plait it all the way to the end, but again, for extra security, I find that helps. So then, just like with a cinnabon, you twist it around and then secure it with the spin pin. So ideally you want to be twisting it through the bobbles or behind the bobbles that are at the base of the plait. Now some people can get away with just plaiting it without putting the bobbles in first, but again, if you're going to be wearing this up all day in the same style and you don't want to fiddle with it, then a couple of extra hair bobbles in there is not going to hurt things. All it's going to do is make sure that the pins have got something to grip into. So then twist it round, tuck your tail in, and add a few more spin pins. As I said earlier, 6 is probably quite a lot, but you know, these pins are quite comfortable to wear. As long as you get them in right, then they tend to sit quite nicely. So that's with 4-in. As you can see, it holds okay. Then I add a couple more just for that extra little bit of security. And there you have it. That's a plaited bun, or a bunned plait, or whatever it wants to be called. So I hope you find that useful, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it was so late, and thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you want to find out when I'm going to post more videos, click subscribe and follow the links at the end of this video to see some of my other videos or playlists, etc. Thanks for watching. Bye!